What is up? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that has really caught my eye recently, and it's about Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has a history in WWE of, betraying his client. And he's been with Roman Reigns for 4 years, almost 5. And the big question is Paul Heyman gonna betray Roman Reigns to go back with his man, his best friend, CM Punk, aka Phil Brooks? And in today's video, I'll be talking about the reasons why I do think there could be a really good reason Paul Heyman could betray Roman Reigns. So yeah, but before we get into this video, if you guys should drop the thumbs up, the button down below, and hit the subscribe button, because it helps the channel out. And I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before WrestleMania 41. Anyway, let's go into today's video. Now, Paul Heyman has been working with Roman Reigns for 4 years. And it's even longer than 4 years at this point. It's closer to 5 years now. But he's been the special counsel and the wise man for Roman Reigns for over 4 years. But Paul Heyman also has this, thing about him called he likes to betray his clients because he can. And usually it happens after they lose a big match or lose their championship. But Roman Reigns lost his championship in April of this year. And he lost a ginormous match, a career match. And surprisingly, Paul Heyman has not betrayed Roman Reigns. But Paul Heyman came back in November to help Roman Reigns and his team, DOG Bloodline, and brought in CM Punk to help him at Survivor Series War Games of 2024, which, good for him. But everybody thought it was Paul Heyman was going to help Solo Sikoa's team, because Paul Heyman was just in Solo's gear when Paul Heyman was taken out all the way back in June at Madison Square Garden. I think it was June. It was either June or July, but I'm pretty sure it was June. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. But if you want to know something interesting, the only reason Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, accepted this offer to help Roman Reigns is because, first off, Paul Heyman asked him to. Second off, that's right, Paul Heyman had to bribe CM Punk with a favor. And the favor has not been named yet, because CM Punk has been keeping that secret and that favor close to his heart, and Paul Heyman hasn't revealed the favor either, which does speculate a lot of questions, because Paul Heyman hasn't even told Roman Reigns what this favor is. This favor could mean 100 billion things. But one thing I do think, that this favor is for something that's close to Roman Reigns. CM Punk, when he came back last year, he said his main goal was to win the Royal Rumble and to main event WrestleMania. But sadly, it didn't happen. He got injured. Blah, blah, blah. We know how that worked out. But you want to know who has connections to the top and who could really realistically give CM Punk his WrestleMania main event? Paul Heyman. And what is Paul Heyman known for? Betraying his clients. He's done to every single client he's ever had. It's just a known fact. It's really just a known fact at this point. And I think Roman Reigns is just not thinking clearly. You know, he really is focusing on Solo Sikoa right now, and he thinks everything's fine with Paul Heyman and his Wiseman. But a month ago, CM Punk said to Roman Reigns, "Our Wiseman." So what that probably gives us a hint that Paul Heyman's favor has to do with him helping CM Punk, or Punk and Roman have to share Paul Heyman or something like that. But yet we still don't know because nobody tells us anything because we're just wrestling fans. We just hope people help it. But remember the episode before Paul Heyman came back? Roman Reigns tried to call Paul Heyman, but guess what happened? This phone line is no longer in service. Try a different number. Bye. The Paul Heyman number to Roman Reigns did not work at all, which could only mean one thing. Either Paul Heyman got a new line, or the line got discontinued. I don't know why the line would get discontinued, but something happened to Paul Heyman's phone line, and yeah, you could go back to when Solo Sikoa stomped down Paul Heyman's phone when he was trying to call Roman back in April. After Roman lost the championship, he was gone from April to August, but still doesn't mean absolutely nothing. Because honestly, let's take a look at all the histories. Paul Heyman has betrayed Brock Lesnar, probably at this point, probably the most famous person that Paul Heyman has represented. And he's betrayed him twice, and he still got the trust. But I really do think that this favor Paul Heyman has with CM Punk is something that will for sure and will guarantee CM Punk to go to the main event out in WrestleMania. Now, CM Punk is currently in the feud, and he's going to have his first match with Seth Rollins for Day 1 episode on Netflix when Raw finally moves to Netflix after a year of waiting for this. It feels like it actually has probably has been a year. But one thing that we need to make sure of is, do you realistically think a feud that started in December of 2024 will go to WrestleMania, which is in mid-April? It's closer to the end of April, but mid-April. Do you really think that? I don't personally think that. I think they'll have a couple matches, maybe 2 more after the Raw on Netflix one, and then this is where Paul Heyman comes in play. Now, hear me out. I know. This is where we get the CM Punk versus Roman Reigns feud. Now, this has been a feud that many WWE fans and probably superstars have been wanting to see. CM Punk, incredible on the mic, incredible storyteller. Roman Reigns, this new tribal chief, this OTC tribal chief, is through the roof. He's incredible on the mic, incredible storylines, incredible storytelling, incredible in-ring work rate. There's nothing that Roman Reigns cannot do. I'm sorry, there's nothing. He is just so good at his job that he could be the next The Rock in Hollywood. I'm being dead serious. I think the favor was for CM Punk wanted was to main event WrestleMania, but it he doesn't care about who. He just wants to main event WrestleMania. But somehow Roman's gonna find this out by someone in his family, probably maybe Jay, maybe Jimmy, heck, maybe even Sammy, or maybe Solo finds out this information and it ruins his plans. Which I could make a whole different video about what Solo doing after Roman Reigns, and is this just gonna be a one-time thing? But I can tell you that that's a whole different video and a whole different conversation. But this might get Roman angry, and Roman might think CM Punk is trying to take my Wiseman away that I've had for almost 5+ years. This is bogus. And it starts off a heated rivalry. Who will pick what side will Paul Heyman pick? Will Paul Heyman pick the guy he's been with for almost 5 years, or will he pick his longtime friend Phil Brooks? What will he pick? And I think it will be going from a feud probably start in March, maybe the beginning of April, end of March, and it probably will take place during January, February, March, and April. But the storyline, the favorite won't come out probably until beginning of March, end of March, beginning of April, when this feud really starts getting heated up. And these two are most likely both going to be on Raw, since, Netflix wants all the big stars. And Roman Reigns is a big star, CM Punk is a big star. So put them on Netflix, because that's what WWE is probably going to do, because they're going to appeal to the Netflix executives, producers, whatever they want. So yeah. And then the feud will have a WrestleMania Night 2, maybe even Night 1 main event, depending if The Rock's available. This is probably where it would go. Roman's Punk, WrestleMania 41, Vegas, Night 2 main event. And the world is gonna lose its mind. But, again, this is also just fantasy booking, just like I do in most of my videos nowadays. I just fantasy book and I make storylines out of this. So yeah, again, leave it down in the comments below. Do you think this could happen in 2025 and lead CM Punk to main event WrestleMania for the first time in his career? But that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.